Cactus Cowgirl Kimmie Wall won second in the first round, and she won the round last night. Stand by and we'll call Kimmie Wall right after her big win at her first NFR last night.
Oh, hi, Drew. What are you doing?
You are so cheesy. You're the cheesiest cheese ball in the world.
I'm going to act like that through the whole thing.
Boy, we can't tell we set this up, can we?
What? Set what up?
Oh, you're a dork. What are you doing this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning after a big win and a trip across the South Point?
Cuddling with the buckle.
Cuddling with your buckle? Oh, that's awesome. So tell me about the last two nights.
Holy cow, the trip down the Golden Alley is so cool. But, Foxy just, knows her job. She walks up to the gate, she drops her head, and she's ready to go in. She's zoned in on the first barrel. I really wanted to fix my third barrel last night, so I feel like I got that done. And I moved up 2 holes on the ground last night. I don't know that helps because she's not struggling at all with the ground. I'm not felt anything with the ground other than her just handling it. So she's just a working machine.
So when you say you wanted to fix your third barrel, you're second in the first go round. You've been riding Foxy for years now. What are you working on at this point to quote unquote fix the third barrel?
It's seriously, I know this sounds so anal, but it's seriously like moving my hand a matter of 2 inches down the range. So I just stay out of her way.
Oh, so it's more working on you than it is the horse.
It's not Foxy. It's me staying out of her way. So I noticed that happened in the second round when I critiqued my run, or the first round when I critiqued my run, and it's probably something nobody else noticed but me because I know Foxy so good. So, and I know her style and what she does when I'm not in the right position. So I wanted to fix that last night, and I did it. And I was proud of myself for doing that, and I was super proud of Foxy.
So tell me about Foxy. She is a big, pretty horse. Tell me where she came from, what her bloodlines are. Just tell me about her.
Travis and I raised and trained Foxy, and actually we wasn't riding horses for the outside public anymore, and a gentleman wanted, a good friend of ours, Gerald Mobley, wanted to break a colt for him. And Travis said no, and he said, please, and Travis said, sure, if I can breed it, that Dash Fame mare that you have, if I can use her as a brood mare. And she said, sure. So that was our payment for breaking his horse, and we bred her to Bully Bullion, and because we knew that Bully crossed on Dash to Fame mares, that was an incredible cross. So we went with that, and kind of the rest is history. We really didn't like Foxy when she was born. It was like, gosh, all that work, and this is what we got. She was little, and she's ornery, and we kind of just put her on the back burner for a while. We actually tried to sell her at one point, and Travis argued with the lady over like $500, and she finally just said, no, she's not for sale anymore. And I mean, all she had to do was come up with $500, and we wouldn't have owned her anymore. But
pretty good $500 that you didn't make on that deal.
Yeah, I think it worked out fine. And so then I had a gelding that was really nice, and he got hurt, so, kind of forced me into riding the young ones. And there was Foxy sitting on the back burner, and I took her to a limited amount of maturities, and she placed at almost all of them when I did my job right, I guess. Just like I was saying last night, when I did my job right, she worked, and she's ornery, she's a diva. She stomps her feet. She pins her ears. She may try and bite at you. She knows her job. She wants to do it, and she's just gritty, but she's so cool and so fun.
Well, I tell you what, lady, we are so proud of you, and like I was telling you last night before you walked across the stage at the South Point, I need to dig up that video that we did last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was out in the arena. You were just loping your horses, and. So kind of getting back to that, at that point, I remember you weren't going to make the finals, and you're just, you and I are the same exact age, and it's always been a dream of mine to make the finals in the team roping, and here you're out here doing it, and you're sacrificing with your family, with Travis and the 2 kids, and, what would you tell that person, either our age or those young girls that are starting, you know what I mean. You've got to have some drive, Kimmie Wall. You've got to have a lot of it. And where does that come from? Like, what is your motivation every day out there on the road?
I feel like I am a girl that is proved, honestly. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, because we don't have money backing us. We don't. We have a young family. We're just normal, average, everyday people. But it's a dream of ours. We do have a drive. Like, we talk horses every day. This is our life. We live for it. It's what we wanted to do forever, is just raise, train horses, and it's our lifestyle. But it is. You have to eat, breathe, think, live it. And I honestly just think that it has to come from deep inside of you. And when it gets hard, you just get tougher. And it will be the hardest thing you've ever done. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I hope I've inspired somebody to do that. I do, because especially moms that think that maybe their time has passed.
No, well, that's a great message. And you know, the one thing that, I mean, the reason that you and I are friends and it's so great is just because, like you say, your family's in it behind you. There's not a bunch of money. You're not out buying these horses. You guys are making this to, you know, that I'm assuming that making the finals is going to help the family and the horse training business, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of the plan, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? Like, if I don't win, I don't go down the road. I go home. I remember my first year, there was several times that I was like, well, I guess it's time to come home, you know, and then lo and behold, I'd win a big rodeo. Like, I remember I won Nampa. I was about ready to come home, and then I won Nampa, and then I got to stay out on the road a little longer, and it was so great. We go on, you know. We don't take any run for granted, because we know how much it means and how special it is. Honestly, that's how I feel. Like, even here, we're just soaking it up and just so excited to be here. And each run down the alley is so special to me, because you don't know when you're going to get another one. It may be your last, and you may get 45 more. You never know. But this here, being at NFR and being able to run for this kind of money, is definitely going to help my family and pursue more dreams.
Well, yeah. Speaking of the money, you won in the regular season. You won a little over $100,000, and I tallied it up here this morning. You've already won $47,000, and you're 2 nights into it. So that's a pretty good little deal, huh?
Well, I guess I'll take it when I can get it. Heck yeah. It's going to be Merry Christmas at the Wall household.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, hey, I'll let you get back at it, and thanks so much, Kimmie, and good luck. You and Foxy are doing awesome, and the whole team at Cactus is so proud of what you guys are doing and grateful for what you're doing for us, too. We really appreciate it.
Well, Team Cactus has been behind me from, day one, so I wouldn't be here without them, probably. So I really just love being on Team Cactus.
Well, we're glad to have you, and I know all of your other sponsors feel the same way, so go get your stalls clean or do whatever barrel racers do during the day. And
I have to go look for that blind barrel.
Yeah, hey, find that blind barrel tonight, and we'll be in good shape, okay? Oh, you barrel racers and your lingo. That's unbelievable. All right, K-Dub, we love you. We'll see you tonight, okay?
Hey, see you, bye.
All right, bye.